Imagine hearing colors or seeing sounds. Sounds strange, right? But for some, it's a reality. This fascinating phenomenon is called synesthesia, and it blurs the lines between the senses in ways you'd never expect. Let's dive into how this mind-bending condition works and how it is changing our understanding of the brain. What is synesthesia? Synesthesia is a neurological phenomenon where stimulation of one sensory pathway leads to automatic, involuntary experiences in another. In simple terms, it means that your senses don't always stay in their lanes. Imagine tasting a color or hearing a texture. For someone with synesthesia, the world feels like an art project, with sensory experiences blending together in beautiful, colorful ways. It's not a disorder, but rather a condition that occurs naturally in some individuals. There are many different types of synesthesia, each involving a unique combination of senses. The most common type is grapheme color synesthesia, where letters or numbers are associated with specific colors. For example, the letter A might appear red, while B could be blue, but it doesn't stop there. Some people experience sound-to-color synesthesia, where music, voices, or even a car horn trigger vivid colors in their minds. Psychological basis of synesthesia. So, how does synesthesia happen? Psychologically speaking, the condition occurs when the brain's sensory regions become cross-wired. In people with synesthesia, the regions of the brain that process one sense are connected to areas that process another. For example, the part of the brain responsible for seeing may also communicate with the part responsible for hearing, leading to sensory overlap. While the exact cause of synesthesia is still unclear, studies suggest that it could be linked to heightened connectivity between different sensory regions of the brain. This might occur due to genetic factors or even childhood development. Research also shows that synesthesia is more common in people with creative minds. Musicians, artists, and writers, for instance, often report experiencing it. It's as if the brain's creative circuits are working overtime, allowing them to experience the world in a completely unique way. The different types of synesthesia. Synesthesia isn't just one thing. There are many ways the senses can intertwine. Here are a few common types. 1. Grapheme color synesthesia. This is the most common type, where letters or numbers are perceived as having specific colors. For example, the letter K might be green, or 3 might be yellow. It's like a secret color code for language. 2. Chromesthesia, sound-to-color synesthesia. People with this type associate sounds with colors. Different musical notes, instruments, or even everyday noises can evoke a specific hue or shade. Some report hearing a song as a swirling, colorful experience. 3. Lexical gustatory synesthesia, a rare and unusual form where words or names are associated with tastes. For example, someone might taste chocolate when they hear the word coffee, or get a salty taste from the name Sarah. 4. Spatial sequence synesthesia. Individuals with this type see numbers, dates, or months in specific spatial locations. For instance, the number 3 might be seen floating to the left of the person's visual field, while 10 floats to the right. 5. Mirror touch synesthesia, a more unusual form, where individuals feel physical sensations when they see someone else being touched. If a person sees someone else getting tapped on the shoulder, they may feel a similar sensation on their own shoulder. How synesthesia affects people's lives. For most people with synesthesia, the experience is not intrusive but rather enhances their perception of the world. Many synesthetes say that their condition adds richness to their daily life, making even mundane experiences more vivid and colorful. Artists and musicians in particular often use their unique sensory connections to fuel their creativity, creating art or music that reflects their multisensory experiences. However, synesthesia can sometimes be overwhelming, especially if the sensory experiences are intense or confusing. For example, someone with chromesthesia may find it difficult to focus on a conversation if the sound of a voice overwhelms them with color. But for many synesthetes, their condition is an asset, allowing them to think outside the box and approach problems in innovative ways. Can you develop synesthesia? While synesthesia is often something people are born with, there are cases where individuals develop it later in life. This is extremely rare. but it has been known to occur after a brain injury or other neurological events. In these cases, the cross-wiring of the brain that leads to synesthesia might be triggered by damage to certain sensory regions. Some studies suggest that synesthesia can also be induced through certain psychedelic substances, leading researchers to believe that the phenomenon may have some connection to altered brain states. But regardless of how it develops, synesthesia provides a fascinating window into how our brains perceive the world. Synesthesia is a stunning reminder of how much we still don't know about the brain. The way our senses intertwine and influence each other can lead to experiences beyond our imagination. And for some, it's a daily reality. If you're fascinated by how our brains work and want to learn more about the world of psychology, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on synesthesia below. Let's continue to explore the fascinating mysteries of the mind together.